Do you want to help your children have better concentration skills, be more organized, feel more empathy for other children, and be more patient? Who doesn't? Today in our video, we're going to discuss something that will help you achieve that skills for your child. Today's video topic will be mindfulness for young children. So what is mindfulness? Mindfulness is an ancient practice. It's found in a wide range of cultural and spiritual traditions. 2,500 years ago, it used to be used as a mind training to help our brains become more focused and more peaceful. In India, it's referred to as sati. Mindfulness is really built around two main ideas. One, being able to focus on our body, knowing which parts of the body feel tense, pain, or tired. And second, being able to cultivate our brains and kind of put it from drive into neutral gear and help the brain slow down and even close down. A mindful brain is totally aware and focused. And it's not really something that you have to do or a skill that you have to get good at. It's always been there. Behind all of that noise in our brain, behind the million thoughts that we have in our minds every day, all of us have the ability to do this. It's always been a part of you. So rather than trying to force yourself to do it, think of it as a daily practice, a way of life, something that you cultivate, enjoy, and love. So it's very easy as a parent, as a teacher, and even easy for young children. Mindfulness is so useful and helpful for young children. It helps develop patience, their focus, higher awareness, more compassion and empathy towards others, and reduces levels of stress. When children practice mindfulness exercises consistently in schools or at home, they've shown that 81% of these kids have improved self-regulation. Self-regulation means when they're able to be more aware of their emotion and control that emotion and then behave in a positive way when they're dealing with a certain stress or challenge in their life. Also, these kids have shown 75% improved planning and organization skills. Don't we all love it when our kids are better able to organize when and how they're going to do their homework, plan out their revision over a holiday, or never forget their notebooks when they go to school? And the best yet, 90% improved behavior. So how do we do it? Okay, so now we're going to talk about some easy, practical ways that you can help develop mindfulness with young children. But please remember never to punish or force your child. If they're not ready, it's completely normal. And if that happens, then I suggest that you look inward. And you can practice some of these activities on your own. And you can trust that your child's spiritual path of development is absolutely perfect, just as it is. So you need to trust that if one day they will be ready to do some of these exercises with you. Here's our first exercise, Spidey Sense. Who doesn't love Spider-Man? Old or young, we all know that Spider-Man has super senses. And one of Spider-Man's powers is to stay super attuned to those senses. So tell your kids you're going to activate their super Spidey senses. Ask them to sit down, close their eyes, and listen to the sound of the bell. And ask them to pay attention to that sound, where it's coming from, until they can't hear it anymore. You can try ringing the bell at multiple intervals, moving it around the children while their eyes are still closed, and ask them to just in their mind, silently make a decision and listen and be attuned to that hearing sense. Here's the second easy way that you can develop mindfulness with young children. It's really easy to make something called a mind jar. It's simply water, glitter glue, glitter powder, and a few drops of dishwasher soap. So when you shake it, it's very similar to a snow globe. And it represents all of the thoughts and all of the feelings and emotions that we have in our mind. But when we leave it, and as we breathe and observe those disturbances, the glitter and the particles settle, so do the thoughts in our minds. And it's really easy as well to make them in different colors, because the different colors might represent the different kind of emotions and thoughts that we have in our brain. You can even make them in different consistencies. So some mind jars will take 30 seconds to settle. So you're training the child's brain slowly, where he or she is breathing and watching those disturbances settle. And sometimes you can make it a little bit more thicker, where it can take up to 2 minutes to settle. And you can play with that and do these fun exercises and have the kids choose the color of the glitter. Also, you can easily represent this activity in a picture or a coloring format, where kids can draw what they think their unfocused mind looks like when all of those beautiful glitters and particles are moving around and all of those thoughts are swarming around in their heads, and what a mindful brain looks like when they pay attention, when they breathe, when they're more aware and conscious of those feelings and thoughts that are happening in their mind. Third, focus on your mind. Pay attention to what you're thinking about and how you're feeling. Imagine every thought, every emotion that's drifting around in your mind is like a beautiful and soft bubble, similar to the bubbles that you play with kids or in a bath. As those thoughts emerge in your brain, imagine full of bubbles all around you. But any bubble eventually pops. So do thoughts. As they leave our minds, they pop. So imagine now that once you notice all of those different thoughts, you notice all of those beautiful different emotions, imagine them popping as you bring your attention back to your breathing. Meditation helps you develop more focus, more concentration, and have more emotional regulation and cognitive growth. Prayer is also similar in many ways to meditation, because it's usually an inward contemplative state undertaken in a quiet and often in solitude. So many people can see the similarities, as prayer also helps soothe and helps us break down and disconnect from the environment that's around us and focus on our soul, bodies, and minds. The fourth easy way to develop mindfulness with young children is to establish a daily gratitude practice. So every single day, practice saying 3 things that you're thankful for, and try to say something different every single day. No matter how big or small, you can think of anything that you're thankful for. It could be seeing a beautiful flower, appreciating a kindness of a friend, or being able to snuggle with your favorite pet animal. I hope you enjoyed today's discussion. Write to me and tell me about other topics that you'd like to hear about. And remember to visit CISA Community and Arabian Child for more information on specialized trainings in these topics. And I wish you a wonderful, mindful, and joyful life.